Okay, good evening friends, have a seat. Okay. Welcome to Bombay Toastmasters Club. Now let me share the mission of the Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. That was the mission, and now let me request you to put your mobile phones on a silent mode so that we do not disturb the speaker or other members. I request you that during the meeting, please do not move out. If you happen to, please wait for the speaker to finish and applause to start. Another request, sincere request, please do not indulge in crosstalks during the meeting as it disturbs the protocol. Few instructions: the restroom and the drinking water room is at the second floor below. And thank you everyone for listening the mission, instruction and request. Now let us welcome our district secretary and presiding officer, president of the club, Arvind.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A few days ago, on the 20th, that was on Sunday, the division had organized a club officers training program. And our club had about 10 people who attended the session. And at the session, we did recognize, I was the outgoing division governor of Division K, and at that time I did recognize people who had contributed in helping with the Toastmasters Club in the division. There were some members from our club who were not present on that day, and before we begin with our meeting, I'd like to recognize those people. May I call upon Toastmaster Parag Karve, the area Thank you for everything you did during the year.
My mentors, all whatever I did was all because of you.
The club was awarded a certificate of recognition and achievement for having completed, for new members and guests who do not understand the terminology, but for those members who are already here, it was our club that got the fastest 10 goals that Toastmasters International has laid down, and our club did it quickest and was the first in the Division K to achieve all those 10 goals. And I'd like the past of Bombay Toastmasters to come and collect the certificate. How many of you have ever felt bored? Alright. What have you done to get away that boredom?
Move my hands, create some movements, distract myself.
You distracted yourself, so you did something different.
Because something opposite.
You did something else. Okay, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you did something for the first time? When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Right now.
Are you excited? It's something different.
Yeah.
Right? I would like you, if you are taking a particular path to reach somewhere every day, for once take a circular path Don't tread the trodden path. It'll be exciting and different because the scenery, the people will see, the whole thing will be different. The monotony will go off. So I would recommend that you take another route once in a while to get off the monotony. So those are things that you can do in your life to make it less monotonous and a little bit of excitement, and do it first time, next time. With that, we will now go into the meeting. I would like some of the guests to come out here, take a minute, mention your name, how you came about, how do you come to know of Toastmasters, and what do you expect from the program. Please mention your name aloud.
My name is Aniket. I am from Andheri. I study BSc Economics at NMIMS. And what do I expect of Toastmasters? Basically, I have come with no expectations. So let's see how things unfold.
I'd like to remind guests and Toastmasters of the protocol that we follow here. This is a very sacred space for a public school. It can never be left alone. Control has always to be passed on, and passing on control is by shaking of hands. So do not leave the stage until the person comes, takes control, or do not leave until you give control. Right? We'll have the next guest coming up.
Hi, people. My name is Nuraj Sheikh. I'm a colleague of Milan. We work in the same agency. And I'm an engineer by profession, by qualification, but I'm an operator by qualification, by profession. And I would like to be a good communicator.
Right. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Naina Shetty. I work as a financial analyst and then I'm a chartered accountant. One of my objectives in my professional life is that I want to give a good presentation. So that's why I've joined Toastmasters today, and I look forward to it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natisha. I am a photographer by profession. I got to know about Toastmasters through a friend of mine who was doing it in Dubai, and she has raved about it a lot. It seemed very interesting, and that's the reason why I want to join it. Another reason why I want to join it is when it comes to communication, I lack confidence, and also I use a lot of jargons like and and like fillers. My aim is to be able to give a speech without any jargons, just stay to the point.
Good evening, friends. I'm Kushal Agarwal. I work with the Axis Bank. I'm an assistant vice president in Axis Bank. I want to improve my presentation skills and communication skills, and that's why I'm here. I look forward to having a good time. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Saket. I'm head of indirect tax in Vodafone, and I've addressed a lot of seminars before the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, etc. I'm the Chamber of Tax Consultant on the subject. I was referred here by one of the professors of IIM. So we had a management development program, and there one of the professors said, you should try and seek opportunities to do public speaking, so that you are better on it, etc. And that's the reason why I do a research on the net, and that's why I'm here today. My aim here is to become a more persuasive public speaker. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, my name is Damodar. I work as an analyst in an investment bank here, which was a Credit Suisse. So I've known about Toastmasters for quite some time now. I've been wanting to join, and I've been postponing for quite some time now. So I hope to join this time, and I like to become a very good public speaker.
My name is Amit Kumar, and I'm currently working with Shipping Corporation of India. And prior to Shipping Corporation of India, I was working with SBI in the credit analysis for 2.5 years. And presently, I'm also pursuing my PhD in economics and finance from my university itself. So I was going through different types of websites, and found that one of the website is Toastmaster Club. Just I went through and Google it, and get through different types of articles over on this Toastmaster Club, and found that it will definitely help me while public speaking, confidence, and all this. That's it.
There's one more member that I'd like to recognize for his contribution last year, and he just walked in. Aditya. Has been helpful in forming new clubs, helping out with formation of new clubs. We'll begin the meeting, and for the first role player that I'd like to introduce is the grammarian of the day. May I have Jansi come in and explain the role, please?
Good evening, President, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My duty as the grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything said during the meeting and note and report any particularly effective use of grammar or any grammatically incorrect speech. As grammarian, it is also my task to present the word of the day. As you can see here on the board, the word of the day is glitter, which means sparkle or impressively successful. It could also be used in a sentence that says, all that glitters is not gold. In order to qualify for the vote for best table topic speaker, each table topic speaker must use the word of the day in his or her extempore speech. I will give the word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called for.
For the benefit of guests, the meeting takes place in 3 parts. First is the prepared speech round. Second would be the impromptu speak or the table topics round. And the third would be the evaluation round. The person coming up next has been a Toastmaster for quite a few years of our club. He is a lawyer by profession and has been mentoring a few of the Toastmasters as well. May I call upon Juser as the Toastmaster of the day.
Rakhi is some miles away, and Eid is still uncertain. So I asked myself, what is it that touches me today? How does my life really matter to me today? And I looked at myself, saw the ground beneath, and I thought, oh my God, my country, the nation that I live in. And Pop came out with this idea that let me think about India Shining. India Shining is a theme which arose in the year 2004. It was proposed, propounded and promoted by a political party which lost and bombed completely at the general elections. Today, of course, the political party something different. They not only have India shining, but they have something different which we will share as the time goes by. What is it about India that really shines? To my mind, the lovely cuisine. Can you imagine the food that is available right from Kanyakumari to Kashmir? Can you see the amount of cultural melting pot this diaspora has? All kinds of people, whites, blacks, browns, Dravidian, Aryans. Can you see the number of religions this country sports? From Hinduism to Islam to Christianity to Judaism to paganism to monotheism to Parsiism, you call it and we have it. The amount of cultural influences which have really got embedded on our motherland, plenty of them. The Huns came in, the attackers came in, the Mughals came in, and they all ultimately landed up settling in India. So this country may be having a few difficulties, true, but still I believe that we are shining. With this spirit, I'm going to be calling one of the performers for the day who is the timer. Can I invite Meeta the timer to please come and explain her role?
President Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, my duty is to time prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and speech evaluations during this meeting. When a speaker reaches the minimum time allotted, I will display the green card. When the speaker reaches the midpoint of time allotted, I will display the yellow card. When a speaker reaches the end of his speaking time, I will display the red card. The speaker has 30 seconds grace time before the green or after the red card is displayed to end the speech and qualify for the vote. I will report qualifying times when called for. This is Toastmaster.
I am a very friendly, hospitable Indian. And with this feeling, I invite the next person. Can I invite Srinivas the out-counter to explain the rules?
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My duty as our counter is to listen attentively to each speaker, make a note of the following used by the speaker. The cut sounds, filler words, but, like, so, okay, filler phrases, you know, and so, etc. And extremely long pauses. When called upon, my report will give an account of the speaking errors.
Thank you. We were talking about Indian cuisine some time back. And I was just researching what are the various kinds of foods available in India. And immediately popped on Google. You have the food from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, which is again different from the food which is available in Andhra Pradesh. You travel up to Maharashtra, Usal Misal. You travel up to Gujarat, you have the Gujarati Thali. You travel to Rajasthan, which the food is full of ghee and butter. You go to Punjab, oh my goodness, Punjabi food is available everywhere. The parathas and the dahi. You go to Kashmir, Kashmir food is different. I was enjoying Kashmir food in Kashmir. You travel up to Himachal, you travel up to Uttarakhand, and everywhere the dishes are different. What about the Seven Sisters? They have a food of their own, Meghalaya, Manipur. So as far as food is concerned, this country's variety beats anywhere in the world. So if you think of cuisine, India's cuisine can't be beaten. But is it only about Indian food that we really relish? What about the international dishes which have come to us? Thai, Mongolian, Czech, South American, American food, continental, Japanese, sushi. All the other countries of the world are loading their particular dishes upon our country, given our sweet tooth that we have within the 32 set. With this spirit in mind that India is shining, let me call upon the first evaluator for the day. The first evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Parag. May I invite you to read the rules of engagement.
Good evening. Toastmaster Nivedita is attempting her project 1 today. and the objectives of a speech are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. The time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. Thank you.
Nivedita believes that India will shine only when Padega India to Badega India. Over to you, Nivedita.
Toastmaster, very good evening. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guests. I am Nivedita, presenting 3 mistakes of my life. The title, unapologetically borrowed from Chetan Bhagat's best-selling novel with the same name. I was born in a middle-class family and inherited from my father his attitude of hard-working and from my mother her ambitious nature. My father is a lawyer and worked with a central government organization. He is the eldest of 4 siblings and was very sincere and hardworking. My sudden death of my grandfather thrust upon him the responsibility of the entire family at the age of 18. He actually completed his study while he was working, whereas my mother, a very ambitious lady, is a daughter of a rich farmer from a village in Konkan. Her dream is to live in Bombay, which at that time no less prestigious than going abroad. So she is the youngest of 6 siblings and the only person who did her post-graduation and became a much respected teacher in school in Bombay. I was the first child born and received undivided attention for 5 years, not only from my parents and grandmother, but also from my paternal and maternal uncle and aunts. And then my sister was born. Pharmacy was the in thing when I was to make my career choice. This was the one profession which guaranteed success, much sought after profession, and very few could opt it. So I opted for pharmacy. This post helped me to work with a leading organization like Sun Pharma, Merck, and now Apple. But when I look back, I realized to achieve real success, you should have your passion, your profession. The more you enjoy, the more you excel in your job. Paying very little attention where your own interest is and jumping to unknown was my first mistake. I completed my studies and I got a job and a marriage proposal simultaneously. The boy was from a well-known family and was working in a leading pharma company. So, and he's also due to for a posting abroad within 6 months. Okay, so that was definitely a rush wedding. Actually, I wanted to settle in my new job, but everybody advised me to. He's such a fine family. You are a perfect match. You are both are from same profession, so on and so forth. So I was not very sure. I agreed to it because I really don't want to trouble my parents. So everything was set for my engagement, and just 2 days prior to my engagement, my father received a call cancelling my engagement. It was a devastating experience for me and my parents. Then I realized those were really painful days in my life. But then I realized I too relied too much on reputation and too less on knowing the person. This was my second mistake. Like next year, I got married to a boy from a very simple yet loving family. My husband is an engineer and we are blessed with a beautiful daughter. While working with Merck, I realized as I was working in marketing, if I started exploring newer options like market research, advertising, that will help my marketing career better. Okay, with little experience in these new areas, I joined a startup in pharma market research. Okay, I was doing quite well. But then, suddenly in the third year of its launch, this new startup, rather than consolidating on its strength, started looking for more and more business. Within 1 year of joining, I realized I will not be able to learn and grow in this organization. Had I not switched over, had I remained in my earlier organization, my career would have been definitely different. So, but I choose to shift. This was my third mistake. But last year August, I joined Apple strategic marketing team, and now I feel this is the job which I was looking at. The three constant companions of my life are my family and friends, the learnings from my mistakes, and my dreams, definitely. Our dreams may shatter due to reasons beyond our control, but with the support of your loved ones, we can definitely rebuild, refocus for a glittering life. Yeah, one more mistake. I would have joined Toastmaster much earlier. Big mistake. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Nivedita, we thank you very much for having delivered your P1, but we have one more P1 to go. It is said that a person shall be truly happy when. A person shall be truly happy when they are all looking for happiness and there is a void within. It is that a person shall be truly happy when he has an Indian food, a Chinese wife, a British house and an American salary. And when is he not happy? When he has an Indian house, an American wife, British food and Chinese salary. With this thought in mind that we are in India and we are shining as we are, there's a small sheet of paper which is kept on your table, which is called the evaluation sheet. It's a small elongated rectangular piece of paper. Please offer your comments to the speaker in terms of her strengths, her not so good strengths, where she should improve, and so on and so forth. Please fill up and pass it to the speaker. Share your other comments with the speaker during the break. I'll give you half a minute to fill it up. I am sure we can all do multitasking. So while you write, you can also listen to me with your ears. Thank you so much. India is not only good for food, but what is India good for? The next thing. The next big thing in India is the culture of this land. What do we have? We have religions, we have dress code, we have dance forms, we have festivals, we have music. Religions vary from Hinduism to Islam, Christianity, Judaism, fire worshippers, pagans, believers, non-believers. Among the Hindus we have the Shaivites, Vaishnavites, and there are 33 crore gods. My goodness, every soul was a god in this mighty religion. Next, we have dress code. We have the lungi in the south, to somebody who covers himself completely in the winters, in the tundras of the Himalayas. We have the desert of the Himalayas, we have also the desert in Bihar. Can you imagine the variety of the flora and fauna that exists on this mighty land? We are the only nation which has got 5 climes, summer, winter, monsoons, and linking each of them autumn and spring. Which other country can boast of the kind of weather that we have? With this thought, to keep your minds glittering, we have the second speaker coming on the way. This second speaker is in the film industry, he is a writer. May I invite Virendra Shane, your project requirements have already been read, so the stage is all yours. Virendra Shane.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. The other day I came across a quiz on a mobile website. It said which Mahabharata character. I was instantly intrigued and I took the quiz. The result, it baffled me. Have you guys ever taken a quiz like that? If you have, you would know how curious they make you. More so if you're a guy like me who has really no idea who he is. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm not joking. I seriously have no idea who I am. For all these years, I've been getting away with answering the questions pertaining to my introduction with mundane facts, my name, my age, my occupation. But I know, and believe me, I know that's also superficial. Take my name for instance, Virendra. It means brave warrior like Lord Indra. Nothing is farther from the truth. Maybe you can't see, but my legs are shaking even now as I speak to you. I don't know how my mom blundered in naming me. She was an intelligent lady and I'm a reader of Indian mythology. And she was a teacher after all. But blundered she did. Maybe it was the rural Indian effect of the small town I was born in. There it was customary to name your children after some names of gods. Mom must have thought, what's her name? But Virendra, that was too much. Sorry. Not that I don't like my name, it serves the purpose. My salary account, it bears that name and every month the salary comes. Somebody calls out that word and I turn. My PAN card, it bears the same word. And I get through the government agencies like this. But still, it does not tell me, and it's not going to tell you who I really am. So many years, so many times I have thought that I should rename myself. With computers it is easy, for a person it's not. For 39 years of my life I have tried renaming myself, but I have failed because so far I have not been able to find a very, very suitable word that would describe me to the full. The problem, ladies and gentlemen, is that I am a different person at different times. That's probably why I took to a profession which allows me to take a new personality every day. I'm a writer. I write television stories. I've got a world of my own creation where I live. There are plenty of characters there and I keep switching between these characters every now and then. One day I was Tulsi, a daughter-in-law who's trying to please her mother-in-law all the way. The other day I was Parvati. Nothing changed, only the sari was changed. Then I was KD partner, objection by law. Then I was ACP Pradyuman, kuch to gadbad hai. It's not kuch to gadbad hai. There is a lot of yours going on there. A lot of things are gadbad. You know what? As it may sound exciting, it is really very, very confusing. Not just to me, but for all the people who live around. Just imagine how they must be dealing with it. They have no idea what they are dealing with. But to make matters easier for themselves, what they have done, they have decided to choose one or the other me to survive with. My daughter calls me Joker. There was a time when I used to make her laugh. Not anymore though. She has grown up, maybe I have outgrown that phase. But the name survives. My 12-year-old son, he even now thinks that I'm a child. I'm his child. Whenever we are together, it's usually he who says, Papa, behave. It's kind of strange for a 39. My colleague at the office, it's a constant battle going on. Some people think that I'm Hitler. Some people think I'm really a man with a golden heart. The debate continues and I keep standing at the sidelines and watching. These guys don't know what they're talking about. If somebody has come any closer to knowing me, that's my friends. They know a little. They know life for me is a complete adventure. I play with the same cutthroat ambition on the stock market. and I play with the same cutthroat ambition on the chessboard. But that's not about it. The latest trip that I made, that I want to be a professional speaker and look where I've landed. No, please don't look like this. You remind me of my wife. My first wife thought I was a person she could resolve. Then my second wife, I was lucky she loves puzzles. At least so far. Just to tell you the truth, they all love me. Whatever I am, wherever I am, they all love me. The tragedy is, I myself am not sure who I am. Sometimes I wonder if I am not traveler without a compass, lost soul. And with so many complications in my head, I don't know how the life is going to be. Every night, when I turn in, it's with a different person. And that's why the results of the Mahabharata is baffled me. How did they know? How on earth did they know? They said I was a doctor.
I will give you half a minute to fill up the small slip of paper with your comments. And once the comments are being filled up, let us also do multitasking. I would request all of you to please get up, put your hands together, and can I invite Virendra and Nivedita up here on stage to receive the applause, because this was the first time when they delivered their speeches in Toastmasters. Because of the both of you, I got a clap. I got a applause. So here goes a slightly philosophical, slightly comical twist to who you are, what your life is. And though I was not really thinking so much, but Virendra has forced me to travel into Bollywood, the Indian film industry. Aren't we the leaders of the film industry in the world? Hollywood may say that, well, they make world-class movies, but so does Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Fahad Khan and Imran Khan. We have movies coming from Tamil Nadu, Tollywood. We have movies coming from Gujarat, Tollywood. We have our own Ravi Kishan of the Bhojpuri films, who is also world leader in Bhojpuri films. So therefore, India has made great strides in the area, in the realm of film making, film production, film release, film distribution. Don't you know that we have originals being remade in India with a different flavor? We have Sholay which has been made into 4 different languages, where Gabbar always changes and Vijay changes and Dharmendra changes. This is the expertise we Indians are born with. We can create things on our own. With this thought in mind, because Virendra just passed on with the film industry and with writing for films, I invite the next person. The next person is Sachin. His evaluation will be read by Rahul. So Rahul, it's over to you. Please read the evaluation for P2.
Sachin is attempting his P2 speech from Competent Communication Manual. I read the objectives of P2 speech. Select an appropriate outline which allows listener to easily follow and understand the speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing to that message. Use appropriate conversation when moving from one idea to another. Create a strong opening and conclusion. Please note the time 5 to 7 minutes. Okay.
So here we have a businessman who will be delivering something to do with monsoons. Monsoons are a bane. Over to you, Sachin Biyani. Sachin Biyani, monsoons.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
This year, in our country, the monsoon got delayed. However, from the mid-July, the fiery sun gave way to the cool monsoon showers. Droplets fall from the heaven, giving us relief from the sweltering heat of the last couple of months. So welcome you all to the monsoon. Now, while stepping up, we have to get cocoon inside our raincoat, wind cheaters or umbrella while stepping out, so that we don't get splashed by the water on the puddles. But we still love rain. In a heavy rainy day, sitting near a window, sipping a cup of masala tea and a plate full of pakoras is a moksha for all of us, right? Okay, monsoon along with its funny moments also bring with it another thing, that is season of infection. Come rain and you will find the queues at the doctor's clinic getting longer and longer. From the newborn to the infant, all line up to get treated for different diseases like sore throat, running nose, cough, fever, lot of things. Not to mention the other infections like food poisoning and red itchy eye. 2 weeks ago, when my son was rubbing his eyes vigorously, I attributed this to the late night sleeping of him due to watching a football matches. But after a couple of days, his eyes became very fluffy and the swelling increased. So I took him to the doctor, and doctor, after the examination, gave the verdict conjunctivitis. He was surprised. He said this disease is very common in monsoon. Another tragedy happened to me this Monday morning. When I woke up, I found myself having some fever. I was so surprised because the last Sunday night only I was having a great party with my friends in a rain dance and I enjoyed a lot and I was perfectly fit. I said to my doctor, how can I suddenly become sick? Doctor said, this is a monsoon time beta and you have to take care, so that extra care so that you keep well. So friends, this is the reason I decided this topic on the Monday, so that I enhance my knowledge and even enhance your knowledge in this process. Friends, we all know fever, cough, cold are very common in monsoon. But why are they common? The reason is, in the monsoon, our immunity of the body decreases, which makes us susceptible to diseases associated with this season. As the monsoon is gearing up, it's time